the things that are prevalent in like fairy tales and all that stuff, they're like big themes.
Yes.
And the big themes, they're not socialized. They're like, you have young children. They kind of go towards these big themes. They like fairy tales.
There's life lessons in the old story. First of all, this is called equity hire. You hire morons to make films, and then they give their ideas, and you're just going to collect the insurance money. So that's what this is.
That's a great point.
Here's the deal. She never saw Snow White, okay, because he wasn't stalking. He was sent to rescue her because some mean bitch poisoned her. So if there's anybody that you're mad at, empowering women, the baddest person in the movie was the queen. She ruled everybody.
He ain't lying.
Well, hello, kiddies. This is your friendly neighborhood watchman coming to chat with you again. This time about the laughably bad, or should I say the painfully bad, woke Disney's live version of Snow White. You know, I made videos about this film when we first heard about Disney scheduling to make this movie. Many of us were like, why? But you know, they were on their kick where they were making live versions of their animated classics like Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, etc. Most of us knew, those of us with any common sense, knew how big of a flop this movie was going to be. We knew it was going to bomb. The only people that didn't were the fools on the left.
You got that right. Woo!
Version of Snow White's companions. Can't call them dwarfs because they weren't. They were average-sized, regular-sized human beings. A motley DEI crew if there ever was one. And, of course, Disney got wind of the complaints. And they shoved that merry band of brothers and sisters and decided to make the dwarfs CGI animated. Yeah. So why make that so-called live version minus the dwarfs in the first place when they were already traditionally animated? But anywho, it's their money, not mine, and not yours. So, under Bob Iger's infinite wisdom, they went along as planned in filming and producing this travesty. Then some of us heard from the rumor mill after the unfortunate and tragic October 7th attacks in Israel by Hamas. Gutfeld, being an Israeli, didn't quite get along with Rachel Zegler, who was sympathetic to the Palestinians. Yeah, so that pairing wasn't going to go too well, to state the obvious.
You have impressive powers of observation.
Yeah, so that's what I have read at the time. But let's not let rumors take the brunt of this failure. Even if they were the best of friends, it wouldn't have helped this shit sandwich of a movie. So, I didn't make a video of the initial flop because, like I said, why state the obvious? But how many times have I said about Disney doubling down? They don't double down. They don't triple down. They quadruple down. Ain't that the truth? So woke Disney had the nerve, the gall, or is it the balls, the illusion of balls, to wanna re-release this flop? Guess they wanna try and squeeze every nickel and dime they could out of this thing after investing so much into it. Well, they didn't squeeze much, let me tell you. But I digress. I have two articles here. So this one we heard they were gonna re-release the film. So we'll just read this few sentences, paragraphs here, and jump right into the new article. So this article is by Matt McGloin from Cosmic Book News, and he writes, despite bombing big time at the box office, and following Disney officially confirming Snow White failed, surprise, the Rachel Zegler flick is said to be getting a theatrical re-release in over 1,200 theaters this weekend. Snow White was thought to be ending its domestic run soon, where it is currently only playing in 310 theaters. But reports are coming in that Disney is re-releasing Snow Woke in over 1,200 theaters domestic. Snow White has only made $86.4 million domestically, $116.3 million internationally and $202.8 million worldwide. Its budget is reported to be well over $300 million, which is guessed to have lost Disney at least $100 million. Yeah, well, it couldn't have happened to a better woke company. So let's jump over to the updated article with the title here, also by Matt McGloin. Rachel Zegler's Snow White re-release bombs hard. Only 17 tickets sold per theater. Oh, we are not surprised. I won't say I told you so, but I told you so. Don't cry. Oh, don't cry now, Rachel. Don't cry. We told you it was going to be a flop, you moron. No thanks to you, I might add, by the asinine way you was acting on social media. But I digress. Rachel Zegler's ever glutton for punishment, Snow White just flopped again. And this time, even harder. Believe it or not. Woke Disney quietly re-released the controversial live-action film in 1,330 theaters over the Mother's Day weekend. But the move backfired and only pulled in a laughable $335,000 at the box office. Assuming my math is correct, that breaks down to about 17 tickets sold per theater, with the average ticket price being around $15, which might be generous. $15 to watch that crap? Hell no.
Hell no!
The breakdown per theater is actually more embarrassing. So on a Friday, 3 to 4 people, 69,000. On Saturday, 8 people, 156,000. Sunday, 5 to 6 people, 110,000. So you had the theater almost to yourself. Box office is a massive bust. The 335,000 also did nothing to move the needle for the Snow White box office. It's at 86,494,529 domestically, with a 116,339,785 foreign gross. The worldwide box office gross is at 202,834,314, which Disney just confirmed is a big bust, along with Marvel's Captain America Brave Woke World. Snow White cost well over $270 million plus at least $100 million marketing campaign because they knew how much of a ticking time bomb they had on their hands. Disney only gets half the domestic ticket sales and less than half from the foreign gross. It's looking like, at the bare minimum, $100 million loss for Disney. The Marvels, which similarly bombed, lost Disney $237 million. Likewise, Indiana Jones 5, the fifth installment of the Indiana Jones franchise, lost Disney $143 million. Wish also lost Disney $131 million. A Disney producer's son, quote, "she hurt the film," end quote, has also publicly blamed Rachel Zegler for Snow White flopping due to her controversial comments minutes earlier. Well, just like I said previously, the comments included saying bad things about the beloved original animated film, like the prince being a stalker.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
Fucking moron. 2 political comments on social media posts with the release of the Snow White trailer. 2 comments wishing harm on President Donald Trump and his supporters, which I am happily one of them. So Rachel, on behalf of myself, Donald Trump, MAGA, and his other supporters, fuck you. Your movie flopped and Donald Trump is your president.
You got that right.
Up next for Rachel Zegler, who the hell cares? I heard she's in the play Elvira.
Are you yawning?
Following Snow White, Rachel Zegler won't be starring in any big budget movies. Woo! Hell yeah, yeah! That's what I'm talking about, man. Woo!
You need to chill out.
Actually, similar to what Brie Larson did following the Marvel's bombing.
I am committed to self-improvement, and I work at being the best person that I can be and using this platform for as much good as I can.
Rachel Zegler is starring in a play in London. Good, keep her way over there. Larson. However, last we checked, ticket sales may actually be worse than Snow White. Zegler was also named as starring in a low-budget mom drama indie flick with Marisa Tomei.
Whoa, you're gonna shoot a deer?
I don't know.
Where Zegler will play the daughter of Tomei's pill-popping ex-punk rocker mom. Sounds like a big hit already. So folks, as I'm wont to say, when provided the opportunity, we shall read a few readers' comments. First up is everyone's suspect with Disney is an embarrassment to America. Well, that's stating the obvious, yes. In the UK, it's coming sometime in my bay.
What the fuck is this?
Next from Karina we have, why do people seem to dislike or someone hate this film? I'll admit it wasn't perfect, but I thought that it was a good film, and I didn't see it as too controversial. I do wish that they keep the prince, and someday my prince will come though.
Mind blown.
Yeah, Karina isn't too bright, folks. And just for you all to understand, Karina was spamming comments. See all these comments that were deleted? They were from her. Which will make the next comment more understandable because Dylan was talking to Karina. Laugh out loud. 5 of the 13 comments here are from you. Get a life. Next, M.R. Keller chimes in. All Democrats/communists can afford movie tickets as long as it's OPM. Even the other Dems who work for governments/universities refuse to buy things, despite drawing 6- and 7-figure salaries. A theater ticket is nothing to what they spend on weed, phones, sports cars, exotic ice cream, tats, and Air Jordans. All on my tax-paying dime. From David Ellefson we have, back in the pre-internet Stone Age, nobody knew about a movie until it came out. Now there are months and even years for social media to build up opinions before release. Add to that modern movie stars who can't keep their political views to themselves.
You talking to me?
And it's a recipe for disaster. And Disney has destroyed trust in its movies. Boy, they sure have. Booming Echoes replies, honestly, everything you said is destroying so much. Just saw the movie earlier today. Bet he didn't. And I really liked it. After I too fell into the court of public knee-jerk trap. That's why I got so many thumbs down. Make it 8. Democrats, socialists suck. Responds, you must have the IQ of a garden gnome. From Floyd Wilkerson we have, it's pretty obvious that nobody wants woke garbage in movies or society. Yeah, it's pretty obvious except to those morons on the left. Next we have, from this comment is pending. Hi ho, it's off to woke we go. In response to the above comment, Democrat Socialist Suck says, yar she blows. So kiddies, I'll end that here. We've come to the end of another video. And if you agree with the article and my comments and or some of the reader comments, then please hit that like button. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's always free. Doesn't cost a cent. And hit that notification bell so that you'll always be forewarned for whenever I'm about ready to drop another video. And as always, stay safe and I bid you peace.
But then why are they making the movie? Just let people who love it have it.
Or why not make a new movie that has your values in it instead of taking the old movie and then mutating it into some kind of PC version? It's actually beyond PC. Yeah.